right, Brock. So if you could just tell me about yourself and about your baseball background to this point so far.
For me, I'm my 10th year in college baseball. Second year as a head coach. So I spent 8 years at the JUCO level, where I am currently now. A couple years at 4 year stop. As far as summer goes, Wisconsin, the heading up to Wisconsin this summer with the Chucks. It's going to be my fifth overall collegiate summer league, and definitely looking forward to it. I've had 4 summers of really good experiences, and looking to add into it. That's for sure.
Yeah, I noticed your last summer game went pretty well. 30 and 16 with the Bombers, and you were the regular season champs. So hoping to bring some success like that to Wausau this summer.
Absolutely, absolutely. We've been fortunate enough every summer that I've coached. We've been able to put a really good roster together that's either won a regular season title, postseason division title, and gotten us to a championship series. Definitely been fortunate enough to win a lot during summer, and looking to bring that to Wisconsin for sure.
What kind of excites you about the job in Wausau, and what are you hoping to get out of being the new manager for the Woodchucks?
Well, for me, it's kind of a twofold thing. Obviously the Northwoods has the reputation that it has. You have some of today's best players in Major League Baseball. Including some of the older guys now these days, like your Justin Verlanders and your Max Scherzers and other big time guys. On the pitching and positional side that have gone through the Northwoods, and the reputation's awesome. But just for me, outside of that, I really do love being at the field every day. So the opportunity to, have pretty much a pro style schedule where you got a game every single night, and you're out there, you're grinding with the guys, you're finding a way to get better in early work, and then, go out and perform at night in front of people. That's fun and exciting for me, and just, coming from where I'm coming, this is not, hopefully not taken out of context, but to be in a place like the Northwoods where you're going to have access to some of the best players in the country, and some guys that are going to be future professional players, like that opportunity to play with some of the best, or excuse me, coach, while you watch some of the best players play in the country, that's really exciting to me. It's a fun thing to be around really good baseball players. And it makes your life a lot easier when you do have those good players around. So it's kind of a mixture of those two things. Just looking forward to that pro style grind, and then being around really good players every day.
All right. And what would you say are some of your strengths as a manager, and what can the Woodchucks expect from you?
So for me, I think a strength for me managing games is something I have a pretty good feel for. Been around, a lot of game-like situations in my time, whether that's, through summer or just having to make decisions myself. The most important inning might not always be the ninth inning of the game. The most important inning could be the second or third inning of a game, whether a lot of people realize that or not. So I think I got a really good feel on managing a game, and then hopefully what we're bringing to the Woodchucks is an offense that's going to excite people, have a lot of action, always have guys on base, and be able to kind of do a little bit of everything, steal some bags, exploit the base running side of things, and be able to drive some baseballs into gaps and hopefully leave the yard, and hopefully we're going to get all the power arms that you're going to need inside the Northwoods anyway, and be able to put other offenses at bay. But it's a style I've run a lot in summer and had a lot of success with. And it's a style I've, run in my time as a head coach, and we've been able to score a lot of runs everywhere I've been. I think we're going to be a high energy staff that enjoys being around the guys. And hopefully, there's going to be a lot of fun going around in that dugout and in the stadium, and it'll cultivate throughout the fans as well.
What kind of is going to be the process for when your season ends at Eastern Oklahoma State, and when you are starting to talk with the players preseason?
Yeah, so for us, you're going to continue to kind of check in on the guys and the coaching staffs from the players on where you've signed them, because obviously you got to make sure plans are still the same, everybody's going to show up, guys are healthy, and then kind of formulating that plan, in terms of what their 4-year school wants to see them improve on during the summer outside the game reps, and you really just, try to start that relationship with the guys before you show up. And as it gets closer, to April and those types of things, you'll really start to try to check in with the guys weekly and build that relationship. And it just obviously helps everybody kind of get off on a better foot when you show up for the summer. So, we'll continue to do that. And then as far as me goes, hopefully I am delayed to Wausau, because that means I got a chance to win national title at the junior college level. Our World Series takes place the midpoint of the World Series is opening weekend in the Northwoods. So the moment our season's done, I'll have a couple days back here with the guys to take care of the head coach duties that we'll have to get taken care of, and then it's right up to Wausau and in the fire.
You've had a handful of players that have gone into the MLB draft that have been under you. Is that one of your main goals for the summer, to prep them to possibly be ready to get to the MLB draft, or just better them as players overall? What's kind of one of your main goals for the summer?
Oh, absolutely. And there's going to be a handful of guys that I had on the Bombers this past summer that I think and believe at some point in the next couple of years, you're going to have the opportunity to move on professional baseball. So you're definitely looking for guys that are going to have that ability to play professional baseball, and you're going to do everything that you can while they're up with you in the summer, along with the respect to their 4-year or their JUCO that they're at, in terms of not trying to do too much to change a guy, but you're going to do everything you can to kind of put that that player along the path of hopefully professional baseball whenever that time may be for that young man. And we're definitely going to look for players as we continue to fill out the roster that could be professional players here within the next couple of years.
How about some team goals possibly for the upcoming season?
Well, for me, it's going to be, obviously a lot of games in the summer. So one of the goals I've always had, however long that season may be, is we're looking to win, 65+% of our games. We definitely want to be able to do that. And I know it's kind of a big thing in the Northwoods. TCL was the same way. You win the first half, it's automatically into the playoffs there. So we're going to look to come out hot out the gate and
Mm-hmm.
try to capture that first half division title and lock that playoff seed up. And then obviously after that, in the playoffs and go all the way and take this thing home.
About the league in general, it'll be your first time working the Northwoods League, right?
Yep.
So what about the league in general are you most looking forward to? Coaching against other really good teams with really good collegiate players, improving your own team? What kind of are you really excited for from the Northwoods League?
Yeah, so I'm a super competitive guy. I really enjoy high-level competition. So, I'm definitely looking forward to getting across the league and playing, some of the best players in the country that make up the teams in the Northwoods. And hopefully we have some really tight and exciting games. Obviously want to win some games comfortably too, but really getting into good competition every single night. That's something that fires me up, and I'm definitely looking forward to it.
And then a fun question for you here. Have you ever been to Wausau?
I have not. So the furthest north I've been is Chicago. As far as that region of the United States, went to junior college right outside Chicago, so spent some time there. But this summer will be the first time I've ever stepped foot in Wisconsin, period.
Well, what are you most looking forward to about Wausau and Wisconsin then, for that matter?
Definitely cooler summer weather, for one, with Wisconsin in general. Me being in the South and pretty much the South all my life and my coaching career, we see triple digits pretty often during the summer. So definitely looking forward to some cooler weather. But, just from the little research I've been able to do and my wife's been able to do, we kind of got that feeling that Wausau is going to be, a lot of outdoorsy type activities to try to be able to do, before we head to the park. And, we're big in terms of like just city park people. We like going out there and kind of looking at nature and walking around, and we've got a toddler that likes to do the same. So definitely looking forward to catching some of the scenery in Wausau, and maybe get a little fishing in if I'm lucky.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming on with me, Brock. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it, Will.